The IMB-S4 is capable of 4K 96 frames per second playback. That's equivalent to 4K 48 frames per second 3D playback. And that's a special number because that is the frame rate that was used in the Avatar Way of Water hero print that Cameron put out. So if you wanted to see the best image that you could for Avatar Way of Water, the way to see it was at 4K 48 frames per second 3D. And the Christie IMB-S4 is capable of playing that out. And that's out of the box without an extra license. So if you pair that with a Christie Series 4 projector, that gives you the ability to play that content, the quote-unquote hero print of the Avatar content, on a single Christie projector. There's no other manufacturer right now that can do that, can play that. If they're going to do that content, they have to use a dual projector setup. Other features of the IMB-S4 is that it has solid-state memory. So up to now, we've always used external hard drives for the storage. With the IMB-S4, the SSD storage is integrated onto the IMB. So when you plug the IMB-S4 into your projector, everything is all there. You don't have to. There's no extra cables that you have to hook up to connect to an external storage. However, having said that, if you want to have external NAS, external NAS, we're going to have that capability in the near future as an add-on. In addition, one of the strong features of the new IMB-S4 is our long life batteries. The batteries on these IMB-S4, there's a pair of them, and they will give you a life of at least 10 years on that IMB before you have to change them. We have battery monitoring on there, so we can tell you what the voltage is on each of those batteries, and we provide a warning that will let you know when those batteries need to be changed. So this gives you a long shelf life. So no longer do you need to worry about bringing your IMB back and putting it in a projector to be recharged on every 3 months, 6 months, or whatever it takes. You can actually literally leave it on the shelf for 10 years without the IMB suffering a FIPS tamper. So we're continuing to work on the IMB-S4 and expand its capabilities. As I mentioned earlier, one of the features that we're going to be adding very shortly is NAS support, so that you'll be able to hook up an external NAS to expand your storage. Another feature that we're currently looking at is adding a multi-projector support, so that you can have, say, a dual projector configuration. We've also got plans for adding streaming support for the IMB-S4. We've got a lot of plans for things that are going to be coming in the near future.